Welcome everyone to this Berkeley Alliance for Inclusive AI interview. Today we are receiving in our studios Aastha, who just calls in from India. Aastha, welcome.
Thank you.
Would you mind telling us a little bit about you before we begin?
Yeah, so as you said, so I am from India and I have been working in the space of consulting and digital technologies, IoT, for the last 14 years. And there have been a lot of conversations here in the industry with clients, with our teams around data, around AI. And that is where I was keen to take up a course in this space. And that is how I came across the Alliance for AI and found this course.
And what prompted you to actually take this course? I mean, did you look at the syllabus? Did you look at the content? What was the trigger?
Yeah, so my experience has been around working with customers and around the impact of technology and impact of data and AI that will have on it that they will have on their business. So I was looking for a course which will help me enhance that as to how to have those conversations with business stakeholders around data and AI. And so since a lot of my experience is working with customers in India, I also wanted to get a view of how it is globally in other parts of the world. So these were my two primary area objectives. Most of the courses available were either from a technology point of view, or they were provided by technology vendors around their products. So I wanted something which was more interactive and which was business oriented and more objective. And that is where I found this to be the perfect match.
Right. And for our subscribers, what are a few takeaway that you could share with our future trainees that you really enjoyed from the class?
So this class used to happen for me at 4:30 a.m. in by India time. But even then, I think the sessions were so interesting that I used to look forward to them, and I have been missing them. So some of the takeaways are so first of all, they for anybody who is trying to venture into the field of data, they should not consider that data is for technologists or for data scientists. Anybody who is in business needs to understand data. And my takeaway is that it is fairly simple to understand the basics. At least that is how the course made it appear to us. So after this course, I think I came in with very little expectations, but after the course, my understanding of the entire data journey which an organization needs to take in is very clear. Yeah.
Excellent. And is there something that you took away from the class that you already put in action, that you already applied?
Yeah, so some of the conversations that we had around data models, around how we do joins, around how we choose a particular database, right? Still, there are so many business users who are so keen to use Microsoft Excel. So I think some of these learnings will stay with me, and I'm already starting to implement that in my conversations with my teams, with my customer teams. And any advanced learning that I intend to take up from now on, I think it will be very easy for me to pick that up after doing this course.
Great. So, and for our viewers today, what would you tell them, about attending such a class, such an AI training?
So I would say, depending on there could be people from different backgrounds or with different objectives. There could be some who are like me who want to remain in the field of business, but they want to get data aware. And there could be others who want to get deep into data science or creating data oriented products. I would say for whatever be your objective, this course is perfect for you to get a very well-rounded understanding of all the basic concepts. And also it will prepare you to have most of your conversations at your workplace, which will help you understand the basic concepts or challenges which different people might be facing.
Very well. So, Aastha, we have many companies around the world, in Europe, in Latin America, in North America, that are willing to invest or to sponsor these classes. What would you tell an employer about what you learned about this curriculum at AI? Why should they invest in us?
So, so as I said, I think today data has not remained a space which only a technologist or a data scientist need to be aware of. Every organization need to have is its middle management, its business management, being aware of data. And this course is just perfect for people who are looking at an intersection of business and technology, of how data should be used. So for any organization which is willing to invest and get its employees trained, I think this is just a perfect fit. And I want to also add, we got such perfect examples during the session of how it is being used and what are the actual challenges which different companies are facing. So I think it will be very relatable for various people.
Very good. And talking about example, would you share with our viewers like that one story that like clicked and that's going to stay in your mind forever?
Yeah, I cannot forget the Mac story that you shared around the lipsticks and the dark red color, right? And uh, we would have never imagined that different parts of the world, the same lipstick would be given a different data value, different ID number within the organization database, and how I mean, probably that would appear very novice or very innocent while having done that, but how it can impact the entire data assimilation and the impact that will have on the overall decision making and inventory assessment. So I think that example stuck with me.
Yeah, indeed. That problem of colors and master data, how they aligned across an
Right.
organization and the
So
message.
before that, I think I would, before this example, for me, metadata and master data management were very technical terms, and I just understood them as a concept. But now I could really understand the deep impact it can have.
Yeah, very well. Aastha, it's really great to have students like you attending and bringing so much to the class. Would you love to share a few last words for our future trainees, our current trainees, and the employers that would love to participate in this program?
So I would like to say that this is a wonderful program for, as I mentioned. So this is a wonderful program for people who are beginning to start their data journey, and they might have certain level of awareness, but if they really want to step it up in a short period of time with multiple examples and ability to interact with a vast diversity of participants in the class, I think this is just a perfect course. And I also want to add that I was super impressed by the way the class was planned and organized. So it always made it very easy for us as participants to participate and be there.
Great. Well, it was a pleasure for all of us. Thank you. Thank you so much, Aastha.
Thanks, Gauthier.
And